Hey people, it is Monday, February the 19th, which is Family Day here in Ontario and across much of Canada. It's a statutory holiday. The time is 2:44 in the afternoon and it's a rather chilly feeling -4 Celsius with a wind chill, which feels more like -9 Celsius. And I am on Coldest Street, just heading west from University Avenue. But I'm going to be making a turn southward here and making my way eventually onto Simcoe Street, where I'll be walking along all of Simcoe Street as it heads through downtown. And it will end at the shore of Lake Ontario at Queen's Quay. Simcoe doesn't come all the way up here to College though, so I'll be taking a couple of other lesser streets to head south a few blocks to where Simcoe begins. And in some cases, not even streets. I'm going to start here, heading south, right beside the awesome old Stewart building. So I'm going to be walking behind some of the buildings fronting onto University Avenue. The former Hydro building here, and Princess Margaret Hospital and Mount Sinai Hospital. I remember I climbed up that fire escape for a video one time, and I was greeted by a territorial mother bird at the top who was protecting her nest. She didn't like me being up there so close to her nest. So as I was saying, it's a stat holiday today, intended to give people a chance to spend time with their families. I think it coincides with President's Day in the US. So happy President's Day to any American viewers watching. And this is where Murray Street begins. This is not the most interesting stretch of street here in downtown. And Simcoe Street itself is potentially interesting. I just think it could use a few improvements, and we'll see once we start walking along there. It's mainly residential, but the further south you go, it starts to get a bit more commercial. Lovelocks, share your love. I should have walked past here on Valentine's Day. the backside of Mount Sinai Hospital. This place is open. Bread and Bowl. And here's Elm Street. I recently did a walk along Elm Street as well as the other two nearby streets that also begin with E. It's just a quick jog to the east here, and then we'll start our walk along Simcoe Street. And here's where Simcoe Street begins. So it's mostly lined with high-rise buildings. Mostly high-rise residential with a few non-residential buildings here that front onto University Avenue. That's still part of Hospital Row. Up ahead is a new development, though, that will maybe add some interest to part of the street. I think it will include a commercial and retail component, which this is mostly lacking here along this sort of quiet west side downtown street. If you don't live on Simcoe Street or work somewhere along it, you probably would have no reason really to walk along here. Or unless you're a YouTuber like me. And here's Dundas Street. Wonder if I can get across here while the traffic is backed up. There's the 52 Division of the Toronto Police. And Chinatown is just to the west of here, as well as the Art Gallery of Ontario. So we have a mix of office and residential condos. This is the new development I was referring to. It's called Artist's Alley. It consists of 3 towers, each one with a unique design. I quite like this one with the sort of diagonal grid. I guess triangular grid. But this area in between the towers, I think, will be a lively spot with some retail and restaurants and a nice little walkable area to walk across to the other street to the west. That's St. Patrick Street over there. One of the nicer developments going up downtown right now, in my opinion. The materials are good. It's not cookie cutter. And it'll give people a reason to come on to Simcoe Street, whereas they probably never would before. And I think this heavily fortified building here is the backside of the U.S. consulate, which also fronts onto University Avenue. It's rather bunker-like. I don't think this bike is going anywhere anytime soon. Looks a bit like Fort Knox or something. And you can see the financial district over there. And the classic Canada Life building, one of the nicer pre-war office buildings in downtown. When I say pre-war, I mean pre-World War II, from when it was constructed. And here's where the street becomes almost like a car-free zone. I think cars do come on here sometimes, but it seems to be mostly open more for pedestrians than for vehicles. And there's the more modern part of the Canada Life office complex. Not nearly as interesting as the old classic one. It looks much more impressive from the University Avenue side as well. And here's the Campbell House, another historic property. It dates from the 19th century. That's not its original location, though. It was originally on the east side of downtown, and they moved the entire house over here on a big flatbed truck. That took place many decades ago. It's a museum for the most part. And we've come upon Queen Street. So that's Queen Street West, looking west. You hear the clock tower at Old City Hall chiming in 4 o'clock, or is it 3 o'clock? I think it's 3 o'clock. All right, let's cross. Looks like this building is being gutted here. It's part of the Ontario Line subway passing through the area. So now this part of Simcoe Street takes on a more commercial downtown appearance. Still lots of residential though. But there are some major office towers a bit further south that we'll be passing. Here's Richmond Street. We'll go back to the other side. This is the Shangri-La Hotel. And they incorporated another old 19th century building into that development. crossing Adelaide. So we're near the boundary that separates the financial district from the west side of downtown, or downtown west, as this neighborhood is called. It used to be called the entertainment district. Looking west along Pearl Street.
Oh, did I?
I just remembered there's always loud music playing here at the Elephant and Castle. But maybe it'll be a bit less loud today, given it's a holiday. But probably not. I hear Frankie Goes to Hollywood now. So hopefully this light will be green by the time I get to the corner, so I don't have to stand too long here. Relax, Frankie, relax. It's a holiday. No need to get so excited. And here's King Street. St. Andrew's Church, looking very handsome. And into the heart of the financial district along King. And Roy Thompson Hall and the CN Tower. Got the Ritz-Carlton Hotel also in the shot. I like this castle-like look of this church. And the box office of Roy Thompson Hall. This is the home of the Toronto Symphony Orchestra.
You're so drunk you didn't even know.
It's quite spectacular on the inside. And pretty cool on the outside, in my opinion, also. I think this opened in 1982, or around there. And we're coming up to Wellington Street. Another shot at the cool exterior. If you watch the show The Boys, the Vought headquarters, which is supposed to be in New York City, a huge office tower, uses this as the base of the Vought building. They just digitally add a skyscraper on top of it. The RBC office tower and the new TD Terrace. Jeez, I just tripped over a stick. Like a branch that fell off one of these trees. Get a cool reflection of the CN Tower on the side of TD Terrace. You can see a GO train passing over Lower Simcoe once we cross Front Street. The street name becomes Lower Simcoe. And getting much busier here. I think the International Auto Show is still taking place at the convention center. I imagine today might be the last day. I'm not positive about that, but the convention center is just right over there. And lots of people checking out all the new autos there. I haven't checked it out personally. I'm just not much of a car guy. I'm more of a cities and urbanism guy. And generally speaking, cars and urbanism do not get along well together. The Delta Hotel. Just passing under the rail corridor. That's part of the path system. That's Skybridge there. And here's Olympic Park. See, the snow is disappearing. I think it'll be completely gone in the next few days.
last time, remember to with mommy
And Bremner Boulevard. I think a lot of families are making use of this holiday today. Coming down to the area, checking out the convention, and maybe the CN Tower and Ripley's Aquarium also. Probably all going to be busy today. We're about to walk under the Gardner Expressway and cross Lakeshore Boulevard. On the final leg of our Simcoe Street walk. It's also a bit of a wait trying to cross here. At least they give you a nice long countdown timer. So we still have another and this old parking garage is still standing. Not for much longer though. It's been slated to be demolished for redevelopment for quite some time now. And I think the clock is ticking. The new tower will go there on the side of the garage. Here's Queen's Quay. So this is where Simcoe, or Lower Simcoe now, comes to an end here. We'll just take us to the other side. Pardon?
Who makes it?
DJI.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, DJI. Yeah, same company that makes drones and things like that. Yeah,
Excellent.
yeah. It's called the Osmo Pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the third generation though. So the Osmo Pocket 3.
How much are they?
By itself around 700.
Uh-huh.
I got the Creator Combo, which includes some accessories that come with it. It comes to about 1,000 altogether.
So DJ5?
DJI.
DJI.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, brother.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, I just mastered the iPhone 14. I got a tutorial on the
Okay.
on the website. That's pretty helpful
Yeah.
compared to what you normally get to know.
Yeah, I don't have that one yet. Yeah.
No, it works actually.
Yeah. All right, you too. Have a good day. Somebody was interested in my camera. That used to happen a lot with my old Osmo Pocket, the Pocket 1. And this one is way cooler looking than the Pocket 1. So that was all of Simcoe Street. So I'm going to start to wrap up the walk here as I head west along Queen's Quay. I hope you enjoyed this family day walk. Started at College Street near University Avenue and made our way down Murray Street, Simcoe and Lower Simcoe. Just taking in the sights along the way. Pretty chilly family day, but seems to be lots of people out and about enjoying the holiday. So leave a comment down below, let me know your thoughts. And be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. And also make sure you hit that notification bell. That way you won't miss any of my videos. And if you'd like to support the channel, there are links in the description where you can do so via PayPal, as well as via my merch store. And there's also a super thanks button right down below if you'd like to support the channel that way. And you can also become a channel member if you like. And you can find me on Instagram under K Continuum. So thanks for watching, and be sure to keep checking back, because as always, I will continue